Here I go, again on my own, going down the only road I ever know. Like a drifter. Welcome to Side Quest. I'm never going to be a bard.
Nope.
It's not in the cards.
No, not a chance.
No,
that career path is closed off to you forever and a day.
Never.
I
never
might swing
barding.
it.
No. You could. You might. You have a presence about you. You have a presence. You could be like the Doja Cat. You can be.
What's that?
I don't know. I have yet to research it. I see people talk about it. Apparently, it's some stripper who thinks she can sing. But I have yet to verify it.
Well, we can always indulge later.
Snoopy's asking what song that was. It was an original composition of mine.
Yeah, dumb as a stone.
No, it's called
Sitting Stone.
Drifter's Life. Even though I don't do much drifting, I live in the Witchmoor in hiding from the Valenheim Vanguard. But it's inspired by our tales of questing and traveling the wide world doing jobs for large sums of gold, which we do not spend on anything important. Yes? No? Nothing?
And that's how you should spend gold on nothing important. Basically, rampant self-indulgence. It's the way.
It would be very pleased if I could do that. Welcome to SideQuest, everyone. I am Lord Magog. I'm joined by my wicked cohorts, the nameless thief, Arcturus of Sarthos, and of course, the wonderful Pentagast of Denoth. Welcome to the show, everyone. Don't forget, we take donations to help us keep doing this stupid shit. So if you're feeling up to it, all donations through Streamlabs, Super Chats, and CASHAPP are appreciated, as it keeps our treasury filled so we can continue to entertain you week after week. Please keep in mind, if you donate to the CASHAPP, to put your screen name in the message itself, because I won't read anything that looks like a real name. Thank you all for watching. Now, let's get down to brass of tacks.
The money issue. I distinctly remember being told that we were investing all of our signas into purchasing land in Volgoth.
Listen, this is about tax. I don't pay taxes. Taxes are paid to me.
It's a growth market. It truly is a growth market. Real estate, Volgoth and real estate is a growth market. I am getting something very strange. Can anyone verify whether or not the audio coming from my cohorts is coming out of both sides of your speakers at home? Like, I'm getting just a single bar here moving.
Let me see.
Isn't it usually two bars that's moving? I don't know. Maybe I need to update.
Would they be able to tell on their end? Do we have to move around? Maybe yell from the left and right?
Yes, I'm not.
Ask we sound different.
I'm not entirely sure what's happening here, but I think something is. Can someone just verify that for me?
To be fair, it sounds, I think, normal on their end, I think.
Doesn't sound weird to me. Not weird in the slightest.
Plague Trucker says he only has one speaker to begin with, so that doesn't really fucking help us, does it, Plague Trucker? Buy a second. How poor are you that you don't have two sound crystals, at the minimum 2 sound crystals?
Isn't that standard? Isn't that how they reproduce in pairs?
Right?
No. That is what is that? I think that's what monogamy is, I believe. When you only have one speaker is born, that's monogamous, I believe.
It's possible.
Oh, and
that's single birth.
Yeah, one speaker.
Chat is informing me that Magog was pushing an ass tax, maybe? I want to stress, we can't do that. I tried that once. It almost caused immediate revolt.
It is fair.
Correct.
Is your neck floof gaining sentience and spawning?
No, Found a rat in my quarters, which is quite rare. The rat catcher is usually very good on it. I'm going to kill it. I'm just letting it lower its guard so that its death is more surprising and awful.
Oh, well,
Naturally,
okay.
naturally.
I mean, I was.
I mean,
Huh. Weird. Huh. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I've killed everyone. No one is literally hearing you right now, you pieces of shit. You keep talking about vermin and weird shit, and I am trying to fix what is wrong here. And it's not it's not having it. It's not having it. Hold on. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm gonna hold on. Hide that one. Huh. This is very strange. Well, it says here. How about headset? Can I try that?
So they can hear Magog, but they can't hear us.
and they're also
Yes.
missing out on this extraordinary study of exceptional rodentia,
Well,
which I'll of course kill any minute now.
right.
Because
Naturally.
I wouldn't keeping a pet like, I mean, what I have pride.
If someone hears me, I see them. They're talking about me. They can hear me.
No, they hear pentive gas.
Well, I think that's what they mean. I think they mean me, as in myself.
They hear me. All is not lost.
No, no one hears you, thief.
What?
Huh. Well, shitballs. Okay, so it's only one channel with these new sound crystals I'm trying out. It's only a single, like even though it's connected, it's only a single channel. So you all are quieter than usual because I'm trying the new sound crystals, which was a bad time to, maybe on a show night, it was a bad time to try
Yeah.
the brand new sound. So I'm going to switch to the old one. So you do your best to try to entertain these lovely people
Right.
for
yes.
a little while
right.
until I get some things sorted. So I'll be right back.
Okay.
Well, sort away.
I know several small villagers that would eat you.
You know people outside of the castle? I didn't
Do-
think you.
I've
Oh, well, there's no sound whatsoever, it seems.
Yes, of course there isn't. Of course there's no sound the second our Lord
yes,
and Overlord, boss, man, whoever he is gone. Yes, now there's no sound, of course. Yes.
Now there is. You should all be right as
Now
rain
there's sound?
Oh,
Yes.
he's back. And
Oh,
with
no.
and he
Yes.
brings the power to enunciate and people hear me speak all over again. Just his presence alone makes it happen,
Yes,
apparently.
but luckily Poe was doing some dictation so we can give the audience what you talked about. So thank you, Poe, for that. You're welcome. Anyway, you guys talked about neck floofs for rats and some other bullshit Magog, get yourself a secretary. I'm not your secretary. Just tell them net flutes for rack. I stopped listening after 14 seconds.
No, that's
Well.
about right.
That sounds correct.
If you're
On
a
brand,
shape-shifting
if you will.
fairy, I will be pissed, just so you know.
Yes.
I hope it's a shape-shifting fairy.
Yes, quite interesting little fuck up with these new sound crystals I wanted to try. To C'est la vie, as they say. C'est la vie. I don't know what it means because it's in some Earth realm other language that we don't have a translator for. But C'est la vie.
C'est la vie.
You know, I wonder, did anyone notice the difference between his audio prior and now on your ends? Because I'm wondering exactly how much stereo they're listening to.
Yeah, it's just really weird when I have the new ones on. It's just in the crystal there. It's just a single bar that's moving, and usually it's two. So I noticed it once the show had already gone live. So I was like, huh. Now that I've switched over to the old ones that I always use, now there's y'all are back to 2 bars. So I guess these little sound doodads are going to have to wait for some other.
Womp, womp.
So-
I'm not going to be able to use them. I'm going to have to go back to the old setup until I figure something else out. So
And
So-
your floppy hood remains.
So no monogamous sound crystal for you.
no monogamous, and yeah, we got to double it up. We're going to have to double
Right.
like titties. You don't want just one titty, right?
No.
No monogamous sound crystals for Magog.
For you lot, would you really complain about just one boob? I mean, be reasonable about your standards and what you
No,
should
that's-
expect in life.
That Arcturus, that's not what I'm saying. We would be happy with one boob, but you don't want just one boob.
You aspire to multiple boobs.
You aspire for thank you, thief.
Well, except for that one tribe. What was it? The Amazons or something?
Yes.
They got rid of one boob, but they also seemed very angry after that.
No, it turns out that a
No.
lot of orc women model the Amazon tribe of the Earth realms in mythology. Yes, many orc women remove a single boob surgically so that they are better archers.
Yep, it does get
Right.
into the way.
But
Yes,
Overachievers remove both and then just
but here's the
Uh,
thing.
say it was
Here's the
an
thing. Orc women, not
Can make
all of them go through it. They wait until they're old enough to see what size they get. And so if you're like a little boobed orc woman, you're fine. You don't have to cut any of them off. But if you end up with giant mommy milkers, then and you want to be an archer now, that's why a lot of orc shield maidens much prefer the spear, the axe, and the sword over the bow. Not many are dedicated enough to lob off one of the girls. You know what I'm saying?
right.
alternatively,
Quite the
they've
party.
developed a taste for it.
A taste for lobbing off
Twang.
tits?
No, the slap of the bowstring.
Well, amongst orc, because there have been so many famous orc women archer warriors in their history, orc men actually are highly attracted, it's a social thing. And they've become highly attracted to women with only one breast.
Hmm.
Yes.
It's a social status of sorts.
Yes, but it also has to be a woman who's also a warrior. I mean, they have a type. They like the abs, they like the big asses, they like the thick thighs that can crush them in their sleep. That's what they like.
Naturally.
We're not judging. We're not judging here. We are a judge-free show.
I'm judging. All the time. Endlessly.
Like, it doesn't matter
I
if you
suppose
only
it
have
makes
one boob
sense.
if you're like skinny and gaunt and little to orc men. Orc men want their women big and thick and heavy. Nothing?
Yeah.
I literally have no train of thought from any of you.
Look, all I can see are pelvises. Thousands and thousands of pelvises just being crushed.
I-
All right.
And I was enraged by suggesting in the chat that I'm raising plague rats. This thing's in perfect health. That's why I haven't killed it yet. I'm waiting for it to get ill so it suffers.
Oh shit, you
Um,
do have a rat balancing on your neck floof. That is crazy.
Yeah.
That
It
is
does.
that is insane. When have you,
It is.
all these years doing a show and you've never once brought a rat.
Well, I just found it in my quarters recently. It's not like I keep rats as pets. I mean, who does that?
Like
Yeah.
lots of people? Like seriously, it's like lots. Like you wouldn't even be a strange weirdo for having. Like there's even famous people like Willard who had rats. Like they can be an army of like death minions too. Imagine being able to train a rat to pick locks or sneak into your enemies' bed chambers and poison them, or eat their fucking children's toes off while they're sleeping. Like that thing.
I used to train rats to steal coin purses from people, and then I'd feed them with the money or with not the money, but the food that I would buy with the money that they stole.
So you give your rats an equal cut? You barely even pay your men.
I don't know that I would call it equal. They got some morsels of breadcrumbs, and I got the wealth.
Coin. Yes, we get it. Your whole personality is based. You're a gold digger. You're
Yeah.
basically a gold digger.
I'm
like
proud of it.
You really are. You judge a man by how fancy his horse carriage is. Like,
Darn
I
tootin'.
can't help but think gold digger isn't quite the word, more of a purse digger.
Purse snatcher.
she is a
Gold
dirty.
digger at least implies she's getting something back, at least in service.
She is a dirty little cut purse. That's what she's a dirty little cut purse.
Yep. That I do. That I am. That I is.
That, yes.
Speaking of absolutely loathsome vermin, should we address the
Oh,
recent nuisance?
yeah. Hookahaduk. We got to talk about Hookahaduk. He won't leave us alone.
What an absurd name besides. Even for a goblin. I mean, some goblins can have borderline horrible names, but this one,
No,
Hooka.
No, they all have ridiculous names. Hookahaduk, Flomby, Joe, Sigfara. I met a Sigfara one time. Like, what is that? What are you trying to pretend you're Keshian? Like, I don't. Weird. Fucking weird.
I
don't
remember.
know
You know, I kind of like. I knew one that was called
Oh yeah.
Grelis Globkin.
Yeah, that's it.
I knew one that was just nicknamed Snot.
Snot is a popular. That's overplayed. Actually,
I know.
yes, they've stopped that one
You would
for a
think.
few generations because Snot just is it's overplayed.
Yeah, and yet he went by it.
I mean,
I don't know what I don't know what point he was trying to prove.
Their chief capital city, which is underground, it's literally the meeting place of all the goblin tribes during their giant trading parties when they all the wealthy goblin merchant families come in, their version of nobility, come together and discuss everything the goblins are going to do that year. And that is a city called Gobblepock. You can't expect normal sounding names when they can't even name their city something normal. All right.
Gobblepock.
Gobblepock is the capital city of all the goblin tribes. Like it's their trade zone. It's their neutral. Like even if goblin clans are at war with each other, they still come together for the Gobblepock. I mean, that's why it's called Gobblepock, because in the ancient goblin language, Gobblepock literally translates to let's meet and trade some shit. Like, let's meet up, bro. Like, it's a shortened translation. Gobblepock doesn't literally break down to like let's all meet up and trade and exchange shit. Like it's like in the Earth Realm with Japanese anime titles. They're like this long, but they shorten them. Like they're like, hey, is it wrong to pick up girls in the dungeon? Also called Danmachi. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's Gobblepock.
For my part, I tuned out because I was remembering good old Grelis Globkin. You know, he died quite well for a goblin. They normally die with a much more whinging and screaming. No, he was pretty stoic as he spit at me.
Goblins can be stoic at times. There was also a goblin known for his stoicism. His name was Stoic.
Stoickson? Oh, yes, he's legendary amongst the goblin. I think he has really influenced in the recent years, which is great because I really hate the sound of their screaming as they die.
Yeah, I didn't care. I've met a lot of goblins in my time, but there are specific goblin families, like the Dangle Balls, that I don't really... Shut up. Shut up. Shh. Shh. I'm telling a joke. Okay.
You know,
he's about to lose. He's
you
about to
could
lose.
give them the time to go to the punchline, so maybe we might also laugh. That would be take a big breath, maybe get a glass of water.
Now, I personally don't like it when the dangle balls are hanging around because
I'm not laughing. No, I'm not. Nope.
it's kind of a bad day when the dangle balls are hanging around.
Oh, what a family. Oh.
The infamous dangle balls are. Shut up! This is a serious. They are of goblin nobility.
Okay, continue.
Okay, you just said an oxymoron. There's no such thing as goblin nobility. They are absolutely antithetical in concept.
Goblin aristocracy, then.
Goblins with ideas above their station.
Yes, but we recognize that you don't see them as equal to humans.
Sentient, really.
But,
well, the males. Males are a problem. The females, on the other hand, are very, very different.
Useful. The females can be useful.
Useful, very aesthetic. Honestly, great company as a whole. The males, however, eat shit.
Yes. Yeah, but without the males, we wouldn't get any more of the females. So
it's the only reason they're allowed to exist, in my opinion.
Well, you have your standards. I get it. Anyway, I was doing some trading with the Dangables one time. And why does even mentioning them make you peep like a chicken?
I don't know.
You're over there clucking. Like, have you
Is this
ever...
a new weakness? Can we kill you by just naming the goblin clans like the stretch nuts?
Have you ever... Have you... That's a natural death on the thief. That's a natural death. She has already whittled her way down. Yes. So I once met with the... Thank you, Di. I once met with the patriarch of the family, Dabu Dangleballs. And Dabu Dangleballs... Shut it. You're supposed to be dead, you dumb bitch. She's losing it, even when she's dead. Dabu Dangleballs. Y'all have never met Dabu?
No.
Dabu he's infamous amongst the goblin trading families. Like, seriously. He's got a mind like metal. That one. You know, he's got a mind like metal. I mean, the man can barter like no other man. Well, goblin can barter. Honestly. Dabu Dangleballs, shut up. We're supposed to be talking about Hookahaduk anyway.
Yeah, I don't know how we got onto the Dangleball family.
Yeah,
I don't think he's a member.
I don't think
Has he said
Hookahaduk...
what part of the clan he's from? Because he has mentioned me, which is probably for good reason. Also, I'm pretty certain he's just trying to cozy up to us to get a shot at me personally.
No, he's a
I've
duke.
killed a lot of goblins.
He's literally a duke.
Pull the other one.
Yes, Hookahaduk is a duke.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's in his name. Like, it's literally his surname is Duke. Hookahaduk is a duke. He's a member of the Dukesies. He's a member of the Dukesies.
Okay, yes, right. D-O-O-K. I understand now.
Yes. He's a duke. And it is in my understanding that in Sundervale, he actually, one of the members of his family was actually awarded the title of Duke. So he was Duke Hookahaduk. Or actually, I think his great uncle was actually not Hookah. It was, oh God, what was his name?
Duke?
Yes, it was Duke. His name was Duke. So it was Duke. Yeah, it was Duke. This is the stupidest show we've ever done. And I say that a lot. I know I say that a lot.
It can't possibly be true, but no one's counting on your honesty anyway.
Yes. So the Duke Duke Hooka Dook once went to war with the Dangleballs. It was a huge goblin war. I'm sure you've heard about it. Yes, it was the Duke Dangleballs War. It was, shut up. It was the Duke Dangleballs War. That's why I got onto the Dangleballs, because they are a rival of the Hookadook who wants to join our crew. Should we let a rival of the Dangleballs join our wicked guild?
Okay, I think they were at war with the Stretch Nuts. Fago Stretch Nuts, by the way, has a sworn vendetta and a price on my head, just that no one wants to work for them.
There are no Stretch Nuts.
Maybe
You're
this
making
times.
that up. I think you just like to make up words to describe goblins because you see them as less than human. There's no clan or
They
family.
are less than human.
There's no
If they
clan or
were
family
called
I've ever
human,
heard
they'd
of.
be called humans.
There is no clan or family I've ever heard of among the goblin tribes named Stretch Nuts. I think you are making that up. There is a boot hole.
Well, it could be.
There is
to
a
be
boot
fair,
hole clan.
I might not actually be caring all that much to keep my record straight on goblins, these subhuman things.
There is a boot hole clan, though. They collect boots. They're notorious for stealing boots and selling them on the black market. Yeah. Bunch of boot thieves.
Not very successful.
No, just one.
They rarely get both.
They really like the left ones.
The left boot.
If you need a left
Yeah.
boot, go to the boot holes. Yeah. If you need a left boot, go to the boot holes.
What's wrong with the right one?
It's just too right. They don't like the angle. It's something about the angle of the right. Yeah.
Makes sense.
But they are
The right boot is prone to scuff.
Yeah, they are feared among cobblers across the Western continent.
I bet.
Yeah, and they are real boot holes. Let me tell you. Shut up. This is hard to keep. This is hard to keep going. Okay, I'm trying my best. Why don't you all take
I
over
just
for a little
know-
bit?
I've had a goblin named Fago Stretch Nuts swear my death.
Yeah, he was probably
He
using
blurry
a
as
pseudonym.
else.
Everybody's blurrier than everybody else.
No, but he's like extra blurry to me specifically.
But that happens from time to time with the magic of the crystals. It can't be perfect. Can't be
But
perfect.
Pentagast isn't blurry.
Yeah, I know. It's just the way it is. We got to deal with it now.
I'm
So, anyway,
sorry.
there's a young goblin who is offering to be our porter. And for those watching,
What's a porter?
I guess I'll explain it to you then. For those watching and the moron thief, a porter
Nameless.
is it's the same thing as a moron. You have no name, you're a fucking idiot.
Isn't that a
It's just
type
the way
of
it
house?
is.
No.
No. Isn't
Moron
it
is
no,
a state of
don't
being.
they-
Nameless is a title or lack thereof.
no porter. It's a type of house, isn't it?
No,
A porter house.
no,
Okay,
that's the
No,
rumble
it's
out
a
of
fake
Dragon's
obviously.
Ass.
To teach them what a porter is.
It's a porter, somebody who carries your shit. They
Now, see, they're used to being servants, not having servants. This is why it's confusing. Yes, they are carriers, the bag hoisters, the people who are summoned to move one thing to somewhere else, which, by the way, is
That's
kind of
I see. They're too poor to have their own porters. Hence
they're
the name
porters.
porter.
They're porters. It's the other half of the word supporters. Like porters support adventurers. Like if you know how we have like a horse carriage, and sometimes it's really hard to get to the dungeons we're going to because there's mountains and treacherous regions, and we're trying to get the horse across certain tight pathways. Well, we wouldn't have to worry about that if we had a couple porters on our team to just carry all our stuff.
My
But isn't what-
my supporters typically just support me.
They
By
are
giving me money.
they are literally sworn to carry your burdens.
Well, what is the okay? So I understand that what you're saying about porters, but then what's the difference between a porter and a supporter? Do you not have to feed one of them?
Yes, essentially porters are people who carry stuff, but supporters carry your stuff but also support you in battle. See, porters, they just carry your stuff, but once the battle starts, they run away. But supporters, they'll hand you your weapons, they'll throw you some spells, they'll dig through the stuff and grab you a scroll if you need it. Like, they're there to support you. Whereas porters just
Gotcha.
carry shit. They're fucking Sherpas. Okay, they help you get up the mountain and back down the mountain. That's all they do.
So we feed
Huh,
the
I
sup
thought-
porters. It's
Yeah.
in the name. Because they sup with us because
Exactly.
they are actually of valuable use to us, whereas the porters are just kind of like background.
Yes, I'm trying to explain something that they literally mean exactly the same thing. It's just an older timey word. Porter turned
Definition
into
of supporter
supporter
sucks. My
later
definition
on.
of it.
And
My
then
definition of
when
supporter
they
is someone
die,
who helps you either kill your political rivals or kills them for you.
Okay,
That's
hold
a
on.
true supporter.
Hold on. Maybe Ark will get the concept of this, okay? Because only Ark is rich enough to know. They're essentially caddies.
Carriers. Basically furniture. Terrible role for a goblin unless you use them as a footstool, at which point they don't even have to kneel.
In our world, I don't know if you know this back home, and you do have a similar game, but in our world, only the incredibly wealthy could possibly afford to play golf.
okay, I think I get the difference. So supporters are the ones you feed, porters are the ones you don't, and porter house are what happens when they're dead.
Yes.
Yes, no, you're partly wrong. That we have to feed our porter too, or he'll die with all of our stuff on his back, and then we have to carry it.
Well, then we should upgrade him to being a supporter, not a
Right.
porter.
Then he gets to sup with us.
No. You're missing the difference. Okay, supporter supports. A porter supports, but also sets up the toilet. Supporters think they're all high and mighty and won't set up the toilet, but a porter will set up the porter job.
Oh, no, you're thinking of the porter party, although you have to pay those really well.
Oh, I get it now.
Unless, of course,
Our
they're a goblin, because they'll eat
turret
half of it anyway.
Is a supporter. Hookahaduk Gobblegook is a porter.
Humpdoodle Gobbleduke. Okay, great. Yeah, let's roll with that. She can't even remember his fucking name. I bet if
It's
he was
even worse than Fago Stretch Nuts.
Is that not his name?
I bet if he was instead a large-breasted goblina, you'd remember her name.
I don't need to remember those names either. There are only two things I need to remember about those ones.
Yeah, well,
Half of them are named Melanie Charms anyway. It's really easy to keep track of.
well, now if you want to talk about a well-endowed goblin family that has mostly females who are top-heavier than their actual skeletal frame will support, we have to talk about the Humpdoodles. Okay. Let me tell you, there's no party like a goblin party where the Humpdoodles show up. All right, let's face it. The Humpdoodle clan is they got a lot going on. They're like the Kardashians of the goblin world.
I personally think they're overrated and prefer the camel fronts.
Oh, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to raise our. Go ahead.
Okay, so we have supporters, we have porters, we have porter house. Okay, but what about
And porter
emotional?
parties.
Yes, but what about emotional support? Insert animal. Do we have one of those? I feel like we should have one of those.
Yeah, you do. It's me.
Oh God. Oh, he's not emotionally supportive at all.
Well, we do have we do have Gorp Humperdinck. I haven't introduced Gorp yet, but hopefully in the future you will learn to love Gorp as you have Poe. I hate him. I hate Gorp.
What's wrong with Gorp?
He's a strange little bugger. He really is.
I don't know about you, but I require no emotional support animal. I am eminently stable.
Yeah, totally. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the one
What's the
word.
rat's name again?
Vermin. I'm just leaving it. Lord's
Vermin.
guard further.
You've named
His name
him
is
Vermin.
Vermin?
I can name it Vermin, clearly.
I thought you said bourbon.
I don't think I have an emotional support animal.
No, you have emotional support mushrooms.
No, I have an emotional support
Hat.
Carol.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Hey.
an emotional support hat.
I'm fairly
So-
certain Hat feeds off of emotions, though, not supports them.
Is it support?
Well, he totally supports them.
I have an emotional support.
Usually when I start to feel an emotion, it just goes away most of the time. Except for the confusion. That one never seems to go away.
That's fair.
I have an emotional support unicorn head. It whispers things to me. Yes, I know, right?
Remember, kids, if the emotional support unicorn horn skull thing starts whispering to you, whisper back.
I really wish
I
they'd.
don't-
I really wish they'd stop making knives that whisper things to you.
They do
Yeah,
that?
I do not understand the point of the whispering blades. I don't get it.
I do. Look, those are very popular with assassins who tend to be very lonely people.
Like I'm just trying to put some peanut butter on my bread, and it's just like kill.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not saying lick? Lick?
Okay,
Know the difference between those words. Do you not?
now this is important. Is the voice female or male?
Sometimes both.
Yes and no. All
Hmm.
things and nothing.
Yes.
Wow, that has even more disturbing implications.
Never seek the wisdom of a wizard, for we will answer both yes and no.
Yes,
So-
you're wasting your time. You can do that at home.
You know,
Ask a question and just say both.
Ness?
Yes, I also have emotional support dragon named Rufus, but not really most emotional support dragon. More like a rend you asunder if you're being a little bitch dragon.
That's fair.
So,
Very manly.
Very fair.
Oh, pop quiz, everyone. How big of a fan of the show are you? Somebody put Rufus's full name in the chat, and you will get extra points on tonight's show.
We get points.
Yes, you
yes.
can. Do any of you even know? Like, you seriously, every single one of you have met Rufus. And
Yes.
can you tell me his full name? None of you even fucking bothered
I
asking.
know his name.
Rufus Van Winkle-Snort Von smells a lot. Snort
Perry
the
Winkle.
third.
The third.
It's
Yes,
Perry Winkle, the
yes,
third. Mhm.
yes. You are absolutely wrong on all fronts.
I haven't immediately bothered to remember. That's because I do my best to avoid Rufus, as getting your entrails ripped out with a claw. Really?
How
No,
do
no,
you not? He is literally a descendant of the great world
I
dragon.
know his name. I said I know his name. Am I allowed to spoil that now or not?
Yes, go ahead, because none of these fucking people who are so-called fans will fucking remember it.
I
I don't
pay
think you're
attention.
fan.
It was like 5 seasons ago that. Oh my God,
It's,
you got it.
it's Rufus Mogvatha.
He got it right. Literally, Pentagast is the only one paying attention to the lore. It is Rufus Mogvatha, everyone.
That's a
My ears, his
mouthful.
brass balls. I cannot be expected to remember all this minutia about
Look,
non-humans.
Listen, buddy, I couldn't even remember Haagen-Dazs' name a couple minutes ago, all right?
you have to understand something.
But I bet you
I
can remember
didn't
your favorite
remember
Ben and
it.
Jerry's.
I didn't necessarily remember it. I was reminded of it by the Mallet of Mord Lake. He
Yes.
told me.
Well, they are good friends. Well, until Rufus decides to have him for dinner.
Tilly wants roast duck. That's
Yes.
part of why the Mallard is
Well, the mallard was
concerned about who
safe.
he is.
The mallard was
Yeah.
safe until one day I was pouring through the Earth Realm trying to learn some shit, and Rufus happened to be outside and looked through the window and caught a glimpse of something called Peking duck.
Oh no.
Oh,
Okay,
now,
well,
yes.
That
His,
would explain why I haven't seen the Mallard in some time.
yes, his chops have not been stopped watering ever since. Literally. So,
JTRW makes an excellent point. Didn't even know that dragons had last names. Since when do dragons have surnames?
Since they all have addresses.
And
No.
a very storied lineage going back to the dawn of time.
Seriously.
Yeah.
They don't have like titles like, I don't know.
well, we got a
Volga,
50.
If you're
the Dread,
saying- And they've got a lot of titles like Sir, Please, and Don't.
Triceracans, the Ruthless,
Yes, you could.
Green Spot, the Beloved. I don't know.
Not all dragons have surnames, but the ones who are descendant of the literal world dragon that created fucking everything, they have a fucking name. All right.
Yeah.
Like they have.
And of course,
Like-
the Grand Dragon, Puff, the marijuana allegory. Dragon.
Yes.
Puff the magic dragon.
He literally smokes some fucking cosmic hookah and puffed us out into existence.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yes, there's a reason why our world is called Voth. It was named after the dragon who sneezed us out.
We were sneezed into existence. Wait, actually? I never paid attention to my
Something
theology.
like that. I mean, there's a lot of lore here. I'm summarizing because we don't have the time.
Yeah.
Listen to Thief pretending they went to school. That's cute.
They made us attend some lessons when I couldn't get out of them for one reason or another. I tried. Trust me. It's the only reason I can read something.
Stop by sometime, have a few mushrooms, go on a few trips, and you'll understand.
Yes. And also, we had a 50 Cigna donation to the Cash App from Octane Junkie, who said, betrayal for Ark and Pentagast. From
Ooh.
Octane Junkie. Thank you, Octane, for the wonderful donation.
Wondrous.
Yes. So we only have
I think
15
I
minutes
should-
left of the show, and we have made no
Well, then I'll
decision.
just
now.
betray you all now.
Wait.
No. It's important I go first. I mean, you wouldn't want to get poor vermin.
Too late.
You bastard.
Ooh, that's rough, buddy.
Just deal with it. Deal with it the best you can.
Not yet, vermin.
Ooh.
I don't know what to stab. Ooh, is there something to stab my?
I don't know if I would have chose the quill. And also, did that rat throw Arcturus? That rat is stronger than he looks, which makes me think that maybe Arcturus is onto something about that whole shape-shifting thing. Maybe that isn't a real rat. It does seem, I don't know. Are rats really tame? They don't, like, it seems very, very chill to me. I would think it would be far more animated, possibly, but I could be wrong. I don't know that much about rats. Or, yeah, let's just go with that. I don't know that much about rats. I know nothing about them, in fact. But, I don't think that they have, the strength to throw full-sized humans, across large distances. It just doesn't seem possible. I mean, I can understand maybe getting some extra leverage from the tail, but not that kind of, ability. And thank you. Yes, I have been gone. I have missed a few things, and it's good to be back. It's been weird not being here. But things are finally kind of coming back to some semblance of normal, I guess, if this show can be called normal. I don't think it really can it? Anyway, so pet fancy rats are very chill. Interesting. Yeah, okay, so the very, very chill, I get, but able to throw people? I still don't see how.
Typically not a thing rats can do, but Arcturus might be breeding some sort of magically enhanced rat using some sort of the magic spells I gave him in Scroll Forward.
A super rat
Super
or something.
Rat. Super rat,
Yeah.
and a cool rat at that. He probably sits around smokes. He's
Yeah,
like
he
a
could be.
smoking.
Yeah.
He could be
Not
like a smoking
anymore.
rat.
A smoking rat would be a great thing. It really would.
Yes.
I love the idea of that, actually.
I am
But-
inclined to agree
He's
on
gone.
that point.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Yes. Pendergast killed me and now he's gone. I hope you're happy with yourselves.
We are.
Pendergast.
Drink more out
I
of your
have-
tiny cup.
Yeah, I had to betray people. It was either you or me, and so I
You didn't
chose
have
me.
to go first. Besides, I called dibsies.
Well, if you had gone first, would the rat still be here? I think not. And then when I betrayed everyone, you would have said the rat's gone and somehow tried to blame it on me anyway for my Denothian heritage. You Sarthosian asshole.
Could have had the
Seriously.
time to return it to a convenient nearby cage-like structure
Oh,
it might
wait.
call home.
Oh, so it's not a free-range rat? It's a
No,
locked-up rat?
it's
You
not a
mean
chicken.
Confined?
Wild rat? Free range is just wild, right?
If I owned a rat,
Right, completely wild. I just found it this morning in my quarters.
So why does it have a cage already?
if I owned a pet rat, I would name it Dangleballs because rats,
Right.
male rats, have notoriously huge balls.
They
The
do,
moment is
yeah.
past. That's not funny anymore.
I own a lot of cages for assorted purposes. They're very handy.
You have rat-sized cages on hand just because
I've got
you
cages
can?
in all sizes. I've got several cages that can fit each of you and all of you together.
He, in fact, does have cages of all sizes. Little known fact about Arcturus that I found in his diary while I was stooping around in his private
What?
quarters.
Not again.
Yes,
he
he is
well, very specifically sized cage.
we
very
definitely know that he is a fan of the Earth Realm's Velcro straps because they don't bruise. Pro tip, everyone: if you're into that sort of thing, Velcro is the best way to go. It doesn't leave bruises.
But if you're into bruises, then don't use Velcro.
No, use chains.
Yep. There you go. In other news, we have a couple donations that I got to burn through before we move on to the next shenanigans.
Are we ever going to vote on whether Hooka Dook joins our party? Let's go ahead. Go ahead. Read the thing.
Thank you to Garrick, who tipped 5 Cygnus and said nothing. Thank you. Appreciate your funds. Thank you again to the next 6 minutes for donating 2 Cygnus to the efforts here at the Wicked Guild. Greetings, side questers. Magic is cool. Thief's mask is fashionable. Indeed it is. Potions rule. Rats are awesome. High fives. Self high five. Let's go.
Oh.
Gentlemen, you have to self high five.
If you hit yourself and it hurts, does it mean you're strong or weak?
It means you're a little bitch.
Weak and lacking foresight.
Are we allowed to self-high-five on via the crystal into their world? I didn't think that was allowed.
Yes, self high five yourself.
No, you're just not allowed to scissor the portals.
There you go.
Oh, that okay. That's different. That I see. So, what am I supposed to do?
High five.
Okay.
High five it.
Okay.
There you go.
That hurt. Why?
Because you're a little bitch.
It's basically stupid clapping.
No.
No, this is stupid clapping.
No,
this is stupid clapping.
Wait, people do that? People
Yes.
do this? What? That's not even clapping. That is the antithesis to clap.
It's clapping with one hand.
No, it's not. There's no
The antithesis
sound.
of clapping has already been established. Look, they do this all the time in the Earth Realm among the easily scared, and because they can't handle loud
Trigger
noises
warning.
or happiness. Jazz hands, I believe, is the antithesis of clapping.
Oh, that's
Why did you
awful.
say red? Antithesis.
Isn't there
Just say
some
antithesis.
thing where they don't
Absolutely
clap?
awful, torturous, really.
Isn't there some sort of thing in the Earth Realm when it's
Why are you doing
they,
this?
They snap or something like that?
There is
Isn't
the
that a thing?
snap clap. It's snapping
You know the funny
instead of
thing
clapping.
about that? I can't support that because I cannot snap my fingers.
Then you're
I
not...
can't snap with this hand. I can
Why?
snap with this hand though. I don't know. I don't have the
Wait. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
dexterity.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. It's not hard. How do you not know how?
That's
Oh
like
wait,
all I
maybe
can do.
I can.
That's it. This I can't do it.
Can you-
Hypothesis.
Wait.
Your thumbs are made of butter.
Can you all ring snap?
What the hell is
With
that?
this finger?
Yeah, you snap with your ring fingers.
No.
That's a big magic move if you're casting a spell.
I
Can't do it.
can. Wait, can I do it with this hand?
Does that mean I can't? Since I can't snap my fingers, I can't perform magic?
Wait, can you snap with your pinkies?
Pretty much, yeah. No, that
I'm doing it, but your crystal's noise filters are killing
Oh.
it, I believe.
Hold on.
Is that
Yeah, I can.
fuck? My pinkies barely reach.
Well, I have weird pinkies. Like, look how far out. Like, I'm just holding my hand out like normal, but look how far out. my
Oh,
pinkies
you
go.
freak of nature.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I can also, party trick, I can also dislocate my jaw.
Oh, I don't want to see it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Does anybody at home want to see me dislocate my jaw? I did this trick for some people. I can do it. I really can. Does anybody really? Anybody at home?
It sounds incredibly painful.
I don't want it.
It's only a small amount of agony.
Dislocation.
This is why I'm on board.
K-Show says yes. Do it. Blink. Sling blink.
Whoop, dislocation time.
Does anybody want to see me dislocate? I can actually do. Wait, this is not a joke.
You relocate it?
Yes. I have to because the bone goes up on the top of the ridge there and it stays. So to pop it back, I have to. It doesn't go on the other side of the teeth, but it goes up on the ledge of your upper skull right here. Y'all want to see it? Y'all probably, if everybody's quiet, you might even hear it. Okay, ready?
I'll listen, but I don't want.
Let's do this. I've never done this on camera before, so this is going to be exciting. Ready, everybody? All right.
Did he do it?
That just looks excruciating.
I'm so curious, but I don't want to look.
How can you not enjoy his suffering?
Is it back?
Nope. What?
No, it fell off. It fell off and it's bouncing around the floor because he is, partially undead. He didn't really quite die. The sight is absolutely gruesome and just blood everywhere.
Did he put it back?
Yeah, I'm fine. I can talk now.
Oh gosh, I can't look at
it. Was weird. It was weird how I found. Okay, so I was playing sports with my brother, and he knocked me so good it popped it out, and it really hurt. And then it went back in on its own, because I was on the ground. And anyway, weeks later, I was in class. All right, very boring at the magical school. So I was leaning on my desk like this, and the teacher was talking, and I yawned. I went, and it went pop pop, and that's how I knew I could do it. Forever. That's really the true story of how I figured it out. I was just like, oh, and then pop, and I was like, ah, right in the middle of class. The teacher got scared, and I had to quickly put it back. It was crazy. Yeah.
That makes me uncomfortable.
Say, does anyone want to see me dislocate my jaw?
No, yeah. Actually, I might make a special consideration for you.
Screw you.
Get fucked. Did he do it again?
He did.
It's really hard to hold this out either way, because it'll.
And this is a fantastic time to kill you all, so you can think about.
Oh, good times. Good times. I finally get to do my party trick on.
The bonus suffering of my co-hosts really means a lot to me. I want to thank you all for your support. Now, I have an entire speech ready for you. I'm going to start. I need to take that message. I can't remember my speech. Damn it! You are a butt-in-law! Okay. Friends, Romans, countrymen, fourscore and... Okay, this is now an Ask Me Anything. Anyone? No. Okay, fine. The alternative in Ask Me Anything, tell you everything. A long time ago, on a blessed morning, in a peaceful meadow, I was born to a loving family, ecstatic to have a bright bouncing boy in the family. Quickly, I was recognized as being exceptional in my youth and very swift with small knives. Rapidly, my genius propelled me into the upper echelon of society, where I initially gained acclaim for many of my inventions, art projects, and of course, the advanced shitting system, which is coincidentally very similar to what you call a sewer. Oh, let's see. how's your book holding up? Hold on, I have it right around here somewhere. I just saw it. Oh, right. Just fine. It's like new. JJ, the magic artisan. I'm certain there's not even any pieces missing, and it actually serves as a curious record of broadcasts we've done that I don't even remember. With people I don't remember. Does anyone remember an LA?
I'm going to do that one day, and it's not going to go back.
Yeah. Yeah, it will. And you will have no one to thank but yourself for that.
Kind of hoping for it.
Then you'll have to drive yourself to the nearest physician and have him force it back into place. And then they'll wire your jaw shut so that you don't have to move your mouth. And it will be a blissful experience for the rest of us poor old saps that have to listen to you yap every Tuesday.
Where does this animosity come from? Seriously.
He did it in front of me and I had to watch it. And so now I'm salty.
Can you not dislocate your thumbs there? Double jointed thumbs?
Are you doing it to your thumbs in front of me? And I do.
Like, how do am I the only one who could do that? Like, you pop them in, you pop them out. Like, you know.
No, I can't do that.
Really?
I just have the like really
bendy
bad
thumb.
itch on
Yeah.
my thumb.
You have a banana thumb,
Yeah.
bro.
Yes, really, really badly.
I have like super magical fingers because they're really long and dexterous, and I can lock them too. See, they're all locked.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
In theory, you should be able to cast lightning from them then.
Since this is kindergarten show and tell, want to find out how I can hold my breath?
Nobody wants to see. Are we going to hire Hookahaduk or not? Like, are we?
Fine, I need someone to carry my bags anyway.
Why don't we send him to the property up in Volgoth that I bought? Then he's hired, but we don't have to deal with him.
Why did you buy a timeshare in Volgoth?
Why would you pay a goblin?
Invest?
Not in timeshare, you fucking idiot.
What? I thought that, if and that's the thing, I stored a bunch of mushrooms there because it's a timeshare. If time stands still when you're not there, they won't go bad.
No, that's not what timeshare means. It means you only have access. Never mind. I don't have time.
Look, more importantly, I vote no on Hookahaduk. He's clearly a goblin assassin trying to get at me.
Yes, okay, well.
I vote yes for that exact reason.
Okay, so I'll tell him and his 16 big-titted sisters that they cannot join us.
Well, hold on.
What?
Maybe I could risk it.
Uh-huh.
A man must take risks sometimes.
Look.
Hold on, I gotta get it back. Oh. Oh, I'm a freak.
I hope it